Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about my new Vanishing Rain Rogue Build for Season 5. Let me run through it real quick. We are currently using the Beastfall boots. It's going to give us ultimate cooldown. We're using God Slayer, which will give us cooldown as well. Word of Hakan, also going to give us some cooldown on our Rain of Arrows, along with ultimate damage. We have the momentum key passive on, and we're using the momentum key passive aspect, the flurry aspect, dealing damage in a circle. Word of Hakan allows arrow storm passives to be applied to our Rain of Arrows. So we're using all of the arrow storm aspects as well. We have this one on our dagger. We have this one on our gloves. We have arrow storms apply vulnerable so that our ultimate will always apply vulnerable as well. Flurry dealing increased damage to frozen because our ultimate's going to freeze since it's triple imbued. And then additional chill from the triple imbuement ultimate as well. I currently have not spent a bunch of my Paragon points, but that's okay. I just wanted to showcase how the build is kind of laid out. We're about to go into a tier 50, a tier 48 nightmare dungeon. I'm fighting some 104 mobs, and hopefully that goes well and you guys can see the damage output from this build. Hey guys, so we're going to go over the skills and abilities I'm using for our Vanishing Rain Rogue Build. First off, we're using preparation for our Rogue specialization. This is going to reduce the ultimate cooldown by 5 seconds every time we spend 75 energy, and then the ultimate skill will refresh all of our other cooldowns and give us a 15% damage reduction for 10 seconds. This is going to be really useful getting in and out of fights. Currently using God Slayer. Pretty straightforward. Nothing really unique about our build with this. The cooldown reduction does help a bit, but we'll probably switch this out for a Harlequin later. But for now, this is working really well. We're using some imbuements that I talk about later on in this video that will all come together and make a lot of sense. So let's go ahead and talk about the abilities themselves. We have 1 point in Forceful Arrow, 1 point in the Enhanced Forceful Arrow. These are just filler points. They're not actually useful. We don't use Forceful Arrow anywhere in this build, but we need them to unlock our core skills. We do 2 points in a Sturdy, 5 points in a Flurry, 1 in Enhanced Flurry, and then 1 in Improved Flurry. This is what gives us our dash. Then we move on to our agility skills. We do 2 in Rugged so that we take less damage over time. Put 3 into Weapon Mastery. This is a great increase in damage overall. We have 3 points in Unstable Elixirs. This allows us to increase our damage by 18% for 10 seconds after using a potion. We have 1 point in Dash. This is, again, just a reposition, mobility type of skill. We are using that. Concealment to go invisible, become unstoppable. This is a great, oh no, I just got stunned, let me break out of this ability. Additionally, we gain 40 energy when we enter concealment. As the cooldowns cycle through, we will just use concealment not only to break out of abilities, but just to get energy back so that we can ult again. Dark Shroud for damage reduction. Enhanced Dark Shroud for movement speed. And then we have Subverting Dark Shroud to heal when we get hit. So even if we do get hit, we take reduced damage and then we heal that damage immediately. We then have 3 points in Exploit. and 3 points in Malice. Again, both of these are just damage. We have 6 points in Shadow Imbuement currently. This might change, but for now, this is working really well. 3 points in Deadly Venom. This just increased our poison damage. Our poison's only being applied during our ultimate, but I still find it to be kind of nice. Or at least thus far. 1 point in Cold Imbuement. 1 point in the Enhanced Cold Imbuement. And then 1 point in Blended Cold Imbuement. 3 points in Frigid Finesse. And 3 points in Chilling Weight. All of this is to increase our damage versus chilled and frozen enemies. That combines with the ultimate, triple imbuement. It combines with the aspects that we're using on some of our weapons and rings. Just increase our damage anytime the boss is staggered. That's a big damage increase as well, because when bosses are staggered, they take every effect: daze, stun, frozen, immobilized. Staggered bosses are considered all of those things, so anything that has a bonus to that is great. Going down to the ultimate, we have 1 in Aftermath. This will restore energy by 25 every time that we use our ultimate. Plus, it will give us a little bit of health regen. 3 points in Adrenaline Rush for increased energy regeneration while moving. 3 points in Impetuous, so that our next core or ultimate skill will deal 24% increased damage after we move. And then Rain of Arrows. Let me get all 3 of these abilities. Prime Rain of Arrows and Supreme Rain of Arrows. This knocks them down. This increases the imbuement skill effects by 30%. And because of the amulet that we're using, it's triple imbued, so it's hitting shadow, poison, and cold all at once. And then for our keystone, we're using momentum, which is eventually going to give us 30% damage reduction, maximum energy regeneration, movement speed, and then 50% increased damage, as all of these stats will stack up to 10 times. That's the overall skills of this particular build. The Paragon board is still in progress, but thus far we have the starter board into the legendary node No Witness, or No Witnesses rather. Ultimate skills gain an additional 10% damage from your damage with ultimate bonus, and grant this bonus to all other skills. Then we go into Tricks of the Trade. Your marksman skills grant your cutthroat skills 25% increased damage. Your cutthroat skills increase your marksman skills 25%. So every time that we use Flurry, it increases our next Rain of Arrows, and every time we use Rain of Arrows, it increases our Flurry. Works out really well. And then I'm working towards Eldritch Bounty on the right, so we can do some imbuement stuff. As you can see, I haven't spent my points yet, but eventually we'll go here. Not sure where I'm going to go with this afterwards, but as we level up and get to level 100 and max these things out, I'll make a second follow-up video explaining all of this. I hope you guys enjoyed the build, and I appreciate you watching the video. Alrighty, so here we go. We're now in the tier 48 Nightmare Dungeon. We're gonna stack some stacks of Flurry, build up our momentum, shoot Rain of Arrows, and then we just continue on using Flurry, dashing through. We take a little bit of damage, we go invisible, and you can see the cooldown on our ultimate is about 5 seconds or so. And by the time the first one's done casting, we're able to then use it again. And this is without any tempered gear. Any masterwork gear. Everything is bare minimum. We have 3 pieces in 925 gear, and that's our weapons. We got really lucky with the weapons. Everything else is actually like in the 800s to 700s. As you can see, by the time we come back, the Elite's dead. Rain of Arrows has killed it. We're just out here slaughtering the 102 monsters. I thought it was 104 monsters. My mistake. It was 102 monsters. Taking very little damage. Doing a ton of damage. And it's just a constant dashing around. We're almost a spellcaster rogue. Super fun, super enjoyable. I've been doing this since level, I want to say 30. It's been a really good leveling build. And I think it has a lot of potential for a late game build. I'm going to do another video next week showcasing that as we gain some levels, gain some Paragon points, and hopefully climb the pit and show off that a little bit. Oops. I did not go invisible and got stunned there. That was my mistake. I'm gonna go ahead and revive. But yeah, that's the build. It's super fun, super enjoyable. Nothing is properly set up yet. Just have the aspects. There's a lot of potential in this build, a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you're able to get lucky with your gear and utilize it quite nicely. But the teleport on the flurry is really good. Really fun. Let's just go everywhere. Oops, I shot that into the wall. But we're just dashing around. We're constantly going invisible. And we're constantly throwing down our Rain of Arrows ultimate, which is our main source of damage. Kills everything in sight. And thus we are dubbing this build the Vanishing Rain Rogue Build. I'm considering switching out the Shadow Imbuement for Cold or Poison. But for now, I think the Wave Clear with the Shadow is just amazing. The Rain of Arrows is also amazing. I think once it's fully geared, this is going to be an incredible build that will hopefully push us really high into the pit later on. Go ahead and run through the rest of this dungeon. So you can see more of the cooldown timings and the way the damage plays out. Because of our boots, we spend all of our energy. And because of our preparation rogue class skill, we are able to reduce the cooldown of our ultimate by basically 10 seconds immediately after the ultimate is used. And then only a couple more casts of flurry after that, we're able to reduce it by another 5. And with very little cooldown, we're able to just absolutely spam the ultimate ability and slaughter everything. Here we go. We're walking up to the boss fight now. We'll be able to showcase the damage on the boss a little bit. So not the quickest boss to kill. It does apply a lot of stagger. And then of course, once the boss is staggered, that's when we do a lot of damage because of our bonus to frozen and chilled and all that stuff. Super, super fun, super strong. I hope you guys enjoy it. So as you guys saw, it was a pretty cool build. We did die once or twice, but again, we're fighting monsters that are 30 levels ahead of us, and we don't have any gear really. We have no resistances, no armor. Some of our stuff's still like in the 600s. I wouldn't typically build this video until I was max level, full build, really showcase it off, but I was so excited about this one. It's so much fun. Something so much different than what I've done in the previous seasons. I really wanted to get this to you guys and let you kind of see it for yourselves. I am the creator of this build, and I am just absolutely loving it so far. Super, super fun. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Be sure to come back next week. I'll have a follow-up video that will showcase the build once the Paragon builds are completely filled in. We're max level. We're doing the pit. We're doing, all the end game content. So we can really see what it's going to be like in the end game. If you like the video, please follow, subscribe, and do all the stuff down below. Come check out my Twitch. I stream 5 times a week. We do Diablo, StarCraft, League, all kinds of stuff. So come hang out. It'll be fun. I appreciate you guys watching. Happy gaming.